Hello, I'm Jennifer Forkish, Public Information Director for the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in Wilshire Division in the city of Los Angeles. You are about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case, so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you are about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Hello, I am Captain Alex Chogyoji, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. I'm going to provide you a brief overview of an officer-involved shooting that occurred on February 19th, 2025 at around 8:50 p.m. Wilshire Division Gang Enforcement Detail officers were in the area of Melrose Avenue and Formosa Avenue assisting with a burglary task force when they saw a blue Mercedes Sport utility vehicle stopped in the middle of the road and with occupants matching the description of possible burglary suspects. As the officers attempted to stop the vehicle near Formosa Avenue and Waring Avenue, the driver of the Mercedes quickly accelerated away at a high rate of speed, westbound on Waring Avenue. The driver of the Mercedes was later identified as Quentin Monk. The officers activated their police vehicle's emergency lights and siren, initiated a vehicle pursuit, and requested the assistance of an air unit, additional units, and a supervisor. Here is the corresponding radio broadcast.
7 George 2, show me in pursuit of a 459 suspect. We're going to be westbound Waring, passing Alta Vista. Let me get a backup airship supervisor.
A portion of this incident was captured on the responding officer's digital in-car video. Most marked vehicles assigned to patrol have a camera mounted inside which activates when the emergency lights are turned on. The camera can also be manually activated. These digital in-car cameras have a buffer of video without audio. Upon activation, the camera goes back 1 minute and starts recording. Monk refused to stop, continued driving at a high rate of speed northbound on Poinsettia Place.
7 George 2, northbound Poinsettia, approaching Santa Monica, ET on airship.
Eastbound onto Santa Monica Boulevard.
7 George 2, eastbound on Santa Monica, approaching La Brea, license plate MV. Blue Mercedes, multiple occupants.
Southbound onto North Orange Drive, and then eastbound onto Waring Avenue. Monk committed numerous traffic violations and continued driving erratically for several more miles south on Highland Avenue, then eastbound on Rosewood Avenue.
George 2, eastbound on Rosewood. Clear.
As Monk neared the intersection of June Street and Oakwood Avenue, he entered a cul-de-sac on Oakwood Avenue. As he neared the end of the cul-de-sac, he turned the Mercedes around and accelerated toward the officers, resulting in an officer-involved shooting.
George 2, eastbound. George 2, dead end. We're going to be at a dead end on Oakwood.
Sergeant 20, Incident Commander. Units are eastbound and dead end on Oakwood.
7 George 2, shots fired.
A portion of this incident was captured on the responding officer's body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within a line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officer saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here is body-worn video from the officers involved in this incident.
George 2, dead end. We're going to be at a dead end on Oakwood. George 2, shots fired. George 2, dead end. We're going to get a dead end on Oakwood. Watch out! Oh, fuck. George 2, shots fired.
A portion of this incident was also captured on security footage from a nearby security camera. Monk was not struck by gunfire, refused to stop, and continued to flee at a high rate of speed in his vehicle westbound on Oakwood Avenue. As the Mercedes exited the cul-de-sac, a Wilshire unit saw the blue Mercedes westbound on Oakwood Avenue and continued the pursuit of Monk as he drove at a high rate of speed.
Sergeant 20, Incident Commander. Units are east on dead end Oakwood.
That's them.
7 George 2, shots fired.
Oh, shoot. Slow 17, we're going to be primarily pursuit, traveling westbound on Oakwood.
Monk continued northbound on Citrus Avenue, and as he neared the intersection of Romaine Street and Highland Avenue, he momentarily slowed the Mercedes as one of the occupants exited and began running southbound on Highland Avenue.
Eastbound on
I got a bill running orange shirt southbound on the Highland west side of the street. Black and one. That's head on. What's going to be my life?
Right there, that's one. I know. That's one.
There's a black and white behind us. We stay with the suspect.
Monk continued to flee for several more miles southbound on Highland Avenue. Eastbound on to Willoughby Avenue.
Willoughby. You got it right behind him. Good on the apex.
Southbound onto North June Street. And then eastbound onto Beverly Boulevard. As Monk neared the intersection of Beverly Boulevard and Wilton Place, he ran through a red phase tri-light and collided with a red Ford Eco Sport utility vehicle traveling northbound on Wilton Place. Following the collision, Monk emerged from the Mercedes and attempted to flee on foot. The officers gave chase and were able to take him into custody a short distance later.
We are through Van Ness. Clear right.
TC.
Get ready. Do you see him?
What's the location?
He's running. Get eyes on the car.
I got a runner.
Van Ness. Location.
Gramercy.
TC, right, east of Van Ness.
Get on the fucking ground!
Just off of Beverly, west side of the street.
Here is additional body-worn video from one of the officers involved in the incident.
Get ready. Do you see him?
What's the location?
He's running. Get eyes on the
If
car.
you Beverly, just
I gotta run.
come down there. Send under bill location.
Gravity.
Pacific DT Beverly, East Van Ness. Bill.
Get on the fucking ground!
You don't fucking care. Do you grab anything from get shot? Do you fucking understand me?
Get the other hand.
I got the left.
Driver's right. I got his right one. Someone get cuffs!
Hey, someone grab an arm.
We got it.
There you go. Got it.
We got it.
All right, let's clear the waistband.
Immediately following the crash, the officers requested a rescue ambulance and monitored the occupant of the Ford Eco until paramedics arrived. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded to the scene and transported the victim of the Ford Eco to a local hospital to be treated for the injuries she sustained as a result of the traffic crash. Monk was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon upon a peace officer. On March 3, 2025, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following charges against Monk: 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon upon a peace officer, 1 count of reckless evading, and 1 count of felony hit and run. Quentin Monk is a 19-year-old resident of Los Angeles. As part of the investigatory process, a pursuit investigation was also initiated. This pursuit investigation will be reviewed by the department upon completion for adherence to the law and department policy.
In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics, drawing and exhibiting a weapon, and use of deadly force in this instance met the high standards expected of all LAPD officers. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates all serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.